Hi. Today we will be making paper airplanes, sending them on flights, and measuring how many inches they go. So you'll need your paper that looks like this. You will need a paper for making paper airplane, and it can be like a scrap paper. Mine's a paper that's already used on one side, so a paper for that. And then you'll need a tape measure because I'm guessing that our I don't know where I just set my ruler. I just put it here. I'm guessing that our airplanes will go more than one ruler, more than 12 inches. So tape measures for today. And I don't know where my ruler is, so good thing we don't need it. It was just here. So anyways, let's get started, and I'm going to show you first off how to make a paper airplane. So get ready for some careful folding. Okay, so step number one, step numero uno, is to take your paper and fold it in half hot dog bun style. So long side to long side. And here's what I do when I fold, is I match up the sides like this, and then I hold them with my fingers here. See how I'm holding them? And then I just push out to there till I get a crease, and then I go up that edge, down that edge, and my finger is creasing it. Okay. Step number one. Step two. You're going to take one of your corners and fold it until that corner touches the middle, and then do a crease. Okay, and then turn it over and do the same thing. Okay, so you get that one, and then we're going to turn it over. Take this corner, and see this edge here? You want this edge to line up with this edge. So I'm just folding it back. It's like a triangle until that edge is even there. Remember, hold it with these fingers when you get it nice and even, and then just take your other hand and push it out, and then crease along that line. Okay, now this is the starting of a paper airplane. If you wanted to send it flying like this, you could, but we'll do a little bit more to it. Okay, so I'm going to just wait a minute and let everyone catch up to this spot. If you're there, just be patient a moment. Okay, and if you need a little bit more time, feel free to take a little bit more time. Then we're going to take this edge right here. See this edge? That's kind of like the folded part. And you're going to fold it until that edge meets the bottom. So down here along this edge is going to go down to meet that. Okay, when that gets there, hold it with your fingers of your one hand, and then use your other hand to crease all the way along there. Okay, and I bet you get the idea of what we're going to do next. We're going to turn it over and do the same thing. So this folded edge will come down even to the bottom. Let's get that folded edge down there. Hold it with this hand, and then you're going to make a crease. Crease it. Okay, crease it. Okay, and then one more thing that we're going to do. Okay, I'll wait for everyone to catch up to this point. Let's just pause for a minute. Okay, this is the last step. So for the last step, you're going to take this edge up here, fold it down. Well, there's two. We're going to do this twice, but you're going to fold it down till that edge is even with the bottom. Okay. So remember, we were taking this top edge and folding it until it was even with the bottom. And then you're going to flip over and do the same thing to the other side. Okay. So this top edge will come down to the bottom. a little bit trickier now to fold because the paper is getting folded so many times. It's a little bit thicker. You have more layers of paper. Now hold the bottom and then use your fingers to crease it. Okay? And if the fold doesn't come out totally perfect, that's okay. And then these parts that we just folded, we're going to kind of let go back up like this. You're going to let those go back up, and then you can hold your airplane down here. Okay? And then let me take this off of share. So you're going to hold it down here, and when you want to throw it, you want to go like this. And then hold on to it here and send it flying. Send it flying. Okay. Okay. We are about ready to get started with our flying. Okay. So what I'm going to want you to do is find a pencil or a ruler or something that's going to mark the start of your flights. Okay. So go ahead and find that and meet me back here, and we'll get set up to do some flying. Hi, I'm getting ready for my first launch of my airplane, and I wanted to show you what I have set up here. You see down on the ground where I put my ruler? Oh, there you go. Can you see that ruler? Now, I know this is going to be a little bit hard to see, but I'm going to stand with my feet on the ruler like this. And then I'm going to launch my airplane straight from there, okay? So my feet are on the ruler, and it's important to have a starting place. And that way you know that every time you are sending your airplane out, it's from the same point, okay? Or you know where to start measuring from, I guess is what I want to say. So I'm going to take my airplane and I'm going to launch it straight up this way. Well, mine didn't go very straight. That's okay. It went to the curve to the left. I'll try and show you. Let's see if I can turn the computer around for you to see. Okay. It went that way. Do you see where it is? Okay. So what I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to take my measuring tape, and I need to measure from the start, from where my ruler is. So I'm going to stretch this out from where my ruler started, and I'm going to get over to where the paper airplane is on the floor. So let me see if I can do, okay, you're going to not get to see my measuring tape at the beginning, at the ruler, but you'll know that it's there, okay? So I started it right at the ruler. I'm stretching it out. And stretching it out till I get over here, and I'm going to get to the back of it. Okay, so here I am at the back, right here. So let me see if I can show you that. It was right here, okay, at 102. So 102 inches for this flight. Now, let's come back this way. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. This is a hard one to make a video of. So we're going to come back this way, and I'll show you on your paper what to do. So that was flight number 1, and that was 102 inches. So here's my paper, right? And it says flight. Sorry, it's really sunny in my room right now. Okay, there we go. Flight number 1, and that was 102 inches. So right next to here, I'll write 102. See how it already says inches up here? So we'll know all of these measurements are inches. So I'm going to write 102, which is a 1, a 0, and a 2. Okay, 102. So how many different flights will you make? Yeah, 10 flights. So you're going to launch your airplane 10 times and use your tape measure to record that 10 different times. Okay, sorry, I want to apologize. I know that video might have been a little bit crazy and a little bit hard to see, but I hope that you get the idea. So make your airplane, step 1. Step 2, put something on the floor to help you know where to put your toes to start. That'll also be important when you're doing your measuring because that's where your measuring tape will start. Okay, so I put my ruler on the ground and then I measured from my ruler to the end of my airplane. Okay, so that was my distance from where I started on the floor. You could have a ruler, you could use a piece of tape, you could put a pencil, something just to know where you started the flight, and then measure that over to your airplane. And I stopped measuring right at the back of my airplane. Okay, so you could do that each time and then see which one is your longest flight, which one is your shortest flight. Whoa, it's hard to see. And are there different things that you could do, different ways you could hold your airplane, or different ways exactly to have the wings that might change the distance that it goes. Okay, and if you know how to make your own paper airplane that might be different than mine, feel free to make one like that too and give it a test. Maybe do 5 flights with my airplane and then do 5 flights with another airplane and compare them. Which one goes further, which one is shorter, which one flies more, in a straight line, which one goes off course. Like mine went pretty diagonal, but that could be either how I'm throwing it or how it's set up. So, excuse me. So go ahead and have fun with your airplanes. The title of this is Flying. It's funny, Flying Fun with paper airplanes, with paper planes. So I hope you have fun flying your paper airplane and doing some measuring with it. I'll see you later, everyone.